And now we flip it to Rodgers' negotiations with the Steelers. The Steelers were more attractive than the Giants by all metrics.
Yeah.
They're a contender. They've made it to the postseason. They haven't had a losing record under Mike Tomlin. They haven't had high-end quarterback play since Ben Roethlisberger kind of slipped off the cliff a little bit near the end of his career. Remember, the Steelers gave him an offer that they thought he wasn't going to accept for one more year, and he accepted it. And like, oh, geez. All right, one more year. But they haven't had high-end quarterback play. And Rodgers wants to play 2 more years. More likely to make it 2 more years in Pittsburgh than with the Giants, where if the first year doesn't go well, what's going to happen? It's going to be new regime, and then the new regime's not going to want Aaron Rodgers, just like what happened with the Jets this year. So everything makes sense. The problem is the money. And it was so funny yesterday to see the report from Jerry Dulac of the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. And I know when you're in the middle of it sometimes, it's hard to discern what the real news is. But his tweet went something like, Russell Wilson could still return to the Steelers if the talks between Aaron Rodgers and the team reach a financial impasse. Well, of course Russell Wilson would be an option if Rodgers doesn't sign. The real news there was clear and complete confirmation that the Steelers and Rodgers are negotiating. And it's not going well. That was the news from yesterday afternoon.
100%.
And as of Monday, I had explained at PFT that a deal with Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers could come as soon as Tuesday. And why didn't it happen? Because they have a gap. I don't know how big the gap is, but it's big enough to prevent it from being bridged immediately. And we'll see which side, if either, bends. Do they each bend a little bit? And, you know, they need each other, but I think each side looks at it and says, you need me more than I need you. And the other side says, no, you need me more than I need you. Because if it's not Aaron Rodgers, the Steelers are, I was just going to like casually drop the F-bomb with an ED on the back end of it, but you get my point. And if the Steelers don't give Rodgers the lifeline for another year, he's F-K-E-D. And so I think that's why the two sides are dug in. You need me more than I need you. No, you need me more than I need you. And they need each other is the reality. They're both screwed if this doesn't work out.
Yes. I mean, I'm a little surprised. I am. Like when I first heard of this and heard of that, this is a possibility, and we've kicked around the idea, and you were on it before anybody as far as saying this could be a possibility. I just, like, money was the last thing I thought would be an issue, really. I mean, Aaron Rodgers just gave $35 million back to the Jets, right? I mean, literally was just like, wipe that $35 million away. It's okay. I mean, I think I'm right about that. I'm somewhere in the near.
It was $35 million.
Okay, good. Okay.
2 years ago.
Right.
When he came through the door, and he didn't do it as an act of Mahatma Gandhi altruism. He did it so he would have full and complete authority over everything because he could hold that over the Jets at all times.
Yeah, and maybe,
you know, I want Randall Cobb.
Right.
Something made them give Randall Cobb a job when no other football team in America or the rest of the world would have given Randall Cobb a job. So something kicked that into gear, and maybe the $35 million gift did it. But to your point,
yes,
we were led to believe just by circumstances that Rodgers wasn't going to be, I need top dollar.
I didn't think so. Right.
One of the things with the Rams,
right?
If Matthew Stafford leaves and they pivot to Aaron Rodgers, I think implicit in that logic is, well, Rodgers is going to take a lot less than what Stafford wants, because why the hell else would you pivot to Aaron Rodgers?
Exactly.
Unless if he wants more than Matthew Stafford, then that's crazy to pivot to Aaron Rodgers. So I think that's why we just kind of had this vibe that Rodgers is in a selfless mindset, and he just wants to play and win, and he'll do a team a solid if it helps him get to what he wants to be as he makes his exit from the NFL.
Now, yes, exactly right. So I did not expect that. And yes, like both sides are a little desperate, no question.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.